Good evening, everybody, or good morning, or I don't know, maybe you're staying up late, so good night. We're about to get going here with a casual boots tournament groups match between NiobiumNarwhal and Antissim. We are on SpeedGaming 2, the wingman of the SpeedGaming network. And speaking of wingman, I got Hawk59 in here with me. Who's gonna help me on comms and also do the tracking for us tonight.
Thank you. Nice introduction. Thank you, Pants. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, with the history, I've seen Narwhal race a ton. I have not watched Antissim, but I'm expecting a very good race.
Yeah, it's casual boots can be a real chaotic mode. So and we're off. We'll have about hopefully about 5.5 minutes of filler here.
Right, we get this sweet standard start.
That is correct, but at least we have boots, so it goes that much faster. And we didn't see anything important from the house chest here. Maybe Uncle will be well, no, Uncle's just got more of the same. We're just robbing a dead man.
I mean, he's not dead.
Tired man.
Man, and tons of money.
Yeah, we are just getting more money. So, I'm always interested to see a bunch of money early on because it opens the possibility of a water walk out of Lost Woods for an early Zora check. But
you think we'll see that from either of these runners?
I do not think we will. No, I think we'll probably see something a little more standard.
Right.
Go Lost Woods into Kakariko. But yeah, I think I don't know. We'll have a key probably coming up here shortly, is my guess. I would be interested to see. I know there's been some chatter about in boots modes rushing Saha as a possible start.
Right.
More often in another red 20. More often though in the open boots modes. But yeah, I mean any sort of slight change to an early route can give you a little bit of an advantage if you get a bottle or a flute before heading over to Kakariko. And here we got the first boss of the game, old Ball and Chain, with Narwhal choosing the 8 slashes and Antissim deciding to go with the 2 pots route. And now we get to go to the back with our trusty light source. Well, fake light source, I guess.
No, we're dragging the Princess of Light herself, so.
The Princess of Light who's afraid of the dark.
Correct.
Okay, now I'm curious. When did she get the name Princess of Light? Was that from the original game or one of the more recent ones?
I'm assuming. Well, they've done it a lot in some of the more recent ones. But she's. I think. Oh, is it too early for spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom?
Oh, it might be. But it might be too early for that, but
there's a definite connection with that title in Tears. Mm-hmm. So
I gotcha. I know it wouldn't bother me because I haven't played a new Zelda game since. Oh no, I played Twilight Princess. I forgot I played that one.
I think
But
they might. I think they might say it in that one too, because she's essentially the opposite of the Twilight Princess herself. So.
oh, okay. My ex broke up with me and took her Wii with her back then, so I never got to finish it.
Yeah, that's dangerous when your video gaming is tied to.
Oh, we get a shield out of Dark Cross. Flip Heel is probably somewhere in shambles right now. And going for the key rat. Oh, all the rats just congregating. And there it is.
And so far, this escape has been pretty much nothing. A big nothing burger.
Yeah, I mean the 300 was nice to find because that gets you a good way towards Zora. It guarantees you. Well, we got our blue bottle, bottle full of blue goo there, but that 300 guarantees you for sure you'll get the bottle vendor. You might be able to save a little bit of time in not picking up as many rupee pots through Blindside or the well.
Correct.
And I don't think we saw the map yet, but I'm guessing we didn't because
we did not.
Narwhal and they both. Oh no! Oh, Antissim did not quite remember the item count. And gets I think we got a map check there, so it looks like a blue pendant up on the mountain and just regular crystals for the other two, so... And neither are forgetting to do bonk rocks. That's something I always, in another Red 20, I think that's our 4th one so far.
By my count, yeah.
Or possibly our 5th one, since we are at an even 400 on Narwhal's side. Narwhal skipping the tree poles in the Aga, the lumberjack ledge check here.
Right.
And the bush crab to the tier 2 tree pole is just green rupees, and the bush crab is just arrows. And I guess that's a French vanilla powder. Narwhal will probably do a tree pull here coming out of the Thieves' Hideout to check that tier 2 and be disappointed. And it looks like Antissim is setting up, looks like set up for a tier 1 tree pull coming out here. I imagine, yeah, we'll see Narwhal get these bombs from the bonk rocks. The tier 1 is full magic, though. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I did not catch lumberjack ledge. I think it was a piece of heart, but.
Oh yeah, and I also did not check it or missed it. It looks like Chad is thinking it's a piece of heart too. But Narwhal taking two bombs from the bonkable rocks to make it through the first 2 sets here. And Antissim showing that if you bonk it from the top, you automatically pick up the item. We get a second shield and 10 bombs inside, and 13 bombs inside, and then a heartbeat. And we get our hammer out of the back.
And red cane in the well.
Red cane and a glove. Wow, boy, we are 2/3 of the way to our Dark World access already. And boots would have been in there. This will be interesting. Without the bombs, does Antissim head down and just buy fresh bombs right now, or gamble? Looks like, oh, Ice Rock. Boy, we got a loaded Kakariko. So, he doesn't know it, but this is the right call for Antissim. Just heading in here, hoping for bombs, and we'll get a full complement of them. Narwhal about to go get their ice rod. And into the chicken hut. Not freeing the trapped Cuckoo, but gets 300 bucks.
CAC especially loaded today.
Good
thing nobody took your advice and went to Zora.
Well, we didn't have quite enough money for Zora.
True.
And then just in the back of the tavern, they're doing some black market bomb making. And the sick kid just has a couple of arrows for us. And doing the powder check. Oh, Narwhal using the blue goo, forgetting about the fake real powder that you could do.
Yes, had to burn it, but
that is, I actually always like to get at least one of the magic pots from the uncle drop down, just in case anything like in case you get powder or
any magic item, right?
Yeah, anything that might use magic that could be useful for you.
And not sure if we're not realizing that we can do it or just not wanting to do it, but Antissim skipping the bat check.
Yeah, that might be a muscle memory. I know I've forgotten that one before. Just go, you go through CAC so many times and don't get the powder before you're there the first time. And just race game having some trash. Imagine we'll probably see the South Shore play here. And Antissim doing his map check. We are basically neck and neck here. Now, I don't know about you, Hawk, but I am a big fan of going from Dam and heading over to Desert area to check when I have boots, Desert Ledge, and Agina.
It definitely prevents you from orphaning those checks. It depends on, how aggressive you want to be. If you want to just leave Agina in the desert area, and for how long you want to leave it, right? If you decide to skip it now, you're probably not getting back there until you have desert access.
Right. Yeah, or at the very least when you get flute,
Ooh, sword.
Got a sword in the drowned item. And Antissim, at least, is heading off to Mini Moldworm Cave. We'll see which direction Narwhal, following the same direction, so...
Nope. So we're leaving the old man in the cave for now.
Yep. Well, I do believe it is after you pick up the Master Sword when he starts talking about it being a fart cave.
Old bomb strat on Neo's side.
And we get our Dark World access there with a third sword. Boy, offense not going to be a problem for us today. And that second bottle already. Okay, so we're seeing some divergence here. Antissim taking that Dark World access and just heading off, while Narwhal is going to continue on over to at least do Ice Rod Cave. I imagine with boots we'll probably see this go all the way to Zora area. I think with
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, with Pearl, you can boots. You can make it go pretty quick because you can get the water walk coming out of the cave. You can fake flip, or sorry, you can water walk to the hobo. But we got our check here in Hype Cave. Piece of heart, another piece of heart. Oh man, it's not looking like a good hype game. Nope.
Nope, that name is pretty old.
Yep. But yeah, no, I was saying with Narwhal can go check Hobo here, and then swim back down, and we'll get the water walk again coming out of the cave with that moon pearl. So it's not too bad of a play. And I missed the map check on Antissim side, but it looks like you did not, Hawk.
I think the only one I missed was I wasn't 100% sure, but I think I saw a green pendant on Swamp Palace. Is it Swamp Palace or Thieves Town?
So with Antissim continuing through Hammer Pegs to check Pyramid, this be curious to see if he decides to go take this all the way up to Catfish or not. Definitely makes it so you're not orphaning this check, arguably the worst check in the game.
It's definitely not one of the best. The debate of worst, it's in there.
Oh, we get a bow out of logic though in Waterfall Fairy Cave. That's gonna probably come in handy.
Two bows.
Two bows. Wow. All right, so we're gonna be seeing those flippers before too long, but Narwhal will be able to. We got mitts off the ledge.
On the ledge.
Okay. Well, so I think you can pretty much guarantee that Antissim will probably single dip all of that, and Narwhal will have to come back unless Narwhal can do the splash delete here. But we did find a book off of Catfish, and that could be important. I think Narwhal's gonna give it a try. Yeah, gonna give it a try here for the splash delete. Yeah, for this you need to switch to your regular arrows. So what I'm guessing right here, Narwhal's probably pulling up how to do it.
Yes, that's very. It's a very clear indication that somebody might be trying to figure something out.
And I've never actually tried it if it works with silver. Okay, switch to regular here. Not to ignore Antissim running out to get into Village of Outcast.
All right, Nio's got one more chance at that. Just couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, that one. That is. I mean, it's the trickiest spot to do it in. It really comes down to the timing of it. You don't shoot the bow faster by pressing the button faster. You do have to time it
right
in the right sense. And it looks like Nio was thinking about going to Eastern, but decided against it. And we have Antissim heading into the front or the middle of Skullwoods right now, snagging a key.
Yeah, I'm thinking they were. It looks like they were. Narwhal was originally going to go east. Maybe they decided, let's go check over here, see if we can find our mirror. Maybe we can tie Eastern and Pod together.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad play because, you know, if it could be flippers could be in the front of one of those, which could be good information. But yeah, I don't know. I think delaying them as long as possible, I think is not a bad strategy. Especially we have a fully clearable Thieves Town, Crystal Thieves Town.
Looks like most of all the items for Skullwoods are going to be in the back, though. To
answer a question in chat, there's a I want to say like 6 different ways to do the splash delete. I've successfully done that double jump with only 2 of the setups, and one of them was so you have the bow and the bombs is the one setup that I could get most reliably, and then the other one is a combination of Samaria bombs and the red boomerang. A lot of the others require extra stuff to happen, like with the ice rod. It's the ice rod particles are not uniform. They change as it moves, and then there's others that involve the red boomerang where you have to clink it off the wall as you jump in the water, and it's not reliable for having to do the double jump.
Looks like our 4th sword sitting on bumper ledge.
I imagine we probably will not be going back for that one, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for keeping an eye on that as I just bloviate over here.
Hey, that's what they need you to do for comms, right? Just keep talking. No dead air.
Oh, there's the mirror and C-shaped house. Okay. So that's good news for Narwhal. I actually think we'll probably see Narwhal get that, finish up whatever checks, and then probably head to Pod Eastern area and just full clear those for. Boy, that's going to be like.
Barring any major change, they did not do the hype South Dark World yet, so that's a very clean route that they can take after VOO straight through all the way to Pod, and possibly avoiding that silly fish.
Yeah, well, we may not want to avoid the fish because that fish will teach us how to read.
I forgot the book was on catfish, wasn't it?
Yeah,
oh, boy.
Yeah. I could actually see Narwhal doing getting that. I wouldn't hate getting that mirror. I mean, we are looking at this with advanced knowledge. Oh, taking the death to the crickets. That one's going to cost a bit of time, but. The route for Narwhal, I actually wouldn't mind and fully admit that we're fully admit that we're operating with more knowledge, but I could see the play of getting that mirror and immediately going over there, because it is I believe 13 checks and 2 crystals are over in that area. And I doubt we will see a ped check until we see a fire rod. I don't see either of our runners heading back that way just to do the ped check.
Yes, to answer a question in chat, the first check in chess game is always random, and then the second is the item. So. I didn't actually see. Oh, and there's the lamp too. So that's that definitely puts Pod and Eastern in logic.
Yeah, I think that makes that play even more appealing. I think Narwhal with the powder ready and dashing safely through the hellway, and there we go. Got the fairy as Antissim gets his lamp. Rush Aga now. I mean, if it is indeed the fire rod on Lumberjack Ledge, I would expect Antissim would probably be going to do that right after Thieves Town here.
Right. Yeah. With them being the one that we saw that did the check,
yeah,
and nobody really catching it. Your poor tracker and comms apologize for that.
Yep. All right. We have Narwhal heading to check the big chest here. Both of them, rather. Antissim doing it first, and then going to get the quote-unquote maiden.
I don't know if I've ever seen it in that direction, but I guess if you have the key, it doesn't change too much.
Yeah, I guess it allows you to run straight up in this first room instead of going up the the conveyor.
Which can be kind of RNG.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you have to take the time to lift the block again, but yeah, I've never timed it out. That would actually be an interesting one. We have Narwhal doing the blind fight. A little bit off script, but with enough hearts, just is able to finish off blind, and then
with just some good, calm work avoiding the fireballs. So
yes, absolutely. We have Antissim gets off script there after the first 3, but don't tell Flip that shield
shield might be helping.
Getting a little close. Popping the potion. Okay, I think that is a good move because nothing's slower than a death. So, and Narwhal getting that mirror at a C-shaped house.
I forgot to add the mirror on Antissim's side, but yes, they both do have the mirror. Really, the only item divergence is Narwhal with both bows and Antissim with the book.
Yeah, and the bows Narwhal got out of logic from Waterfall Cave, and the book was from Catfish.
Now here, I'm assuming you're hoping to get a couple reds in this dig game so that you can make sure you have enough Kiki money. Doesn't seem like that's happening, though.
No, but we're getting close. We'll nickel it. There it is. That'll do it. Yeah, I don't know if I would have been thinking about my money at that point, but...
Antissim going north instead of south, going to do these mirror checks.
Yeah, I mean, well, Antissim already did Hype Cave, so decided to not leaving Dig Game and Stumpy for now, and K45. I mean, that makes sense, and getting our 3rd bottle out of there. Yeah, I think both of these routes make sense for what the runners have already
done and seen. Right.
To answer chat, yes, actually, both of the bows were in Waterfall Cave. Who would have thunk it? We get our King's Tomb check. Stumpy, I don't believe was anything. I just caught
just rupees.
Yeah.
And we know Hype is nothing but rupees and filler.
Yeah, just trash. Might as well just call it the landfill.
With where Antissim is heading, I'm thinking mountain play now that they got the glove and the lamp.
Yeah, I think that looks like. I mean, not having the bows, that's kind of where stuff is. You don't have a clearable crystal up there, but you're gonna have 10 total checks, I believe, 11 total checks. And for Antissim, like maybe gets the mitts up there to be able to loop in Dark World, or possibly gets the flippers. I think the flippers are absolutely something Antissim wants. We know Antissim wants to see the flippers early. Antissim does not know he wants to see the flippers early.
Yes, the curse of our knowledge. Very good chance flippers are up on the mountain. I would also posit that good chance the flippers are in front of Pod or Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, with the number of checks in each place, it's about a 50-50 shot. I mean, we do have other things open, like that mirror allows us hookless access to swamp. So, but they can't be in there because you need the flippers for that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, I didn't think for a
Waiting,
second there. I had to do a little buffering in my head. What else? What else might we have? Desert. It could. They could be in desert too.
Right, with the book giving us desert access. Or these. You got both tablets. So not Ether tablet, but you can get Bombo's tablet as well.
All right, Narwhal going into Eastern Palace first as Antissim takes on the Pendant Tower of Hera. No Hera Pop for us today. We're gonna have to. Oh, that's gross. Gonna have to climb it the way the developers intended.
The boring way.
Yeah. As well as getting this check that Narwhal's heading to right now, we have to do it the way the developers intended us to. Yeah, and to confirm with Chad, I think if Flippers being in Eastern Pod, it does have a chance that Antissim could be forced to double dip. All depend on when he decides to route in all those Zora checks. And I'm not seeing anything of note from either.
Nothing so far, and of course Eastern with the vanilla big key location.
And are we on a 50-50 with an item in the basement, or is it assured in the basement now?
I honestly, I wasn't tracking items, but I don't think I've seen an item in Hera yet. So I think the two items are going to be on Moldorm and basement.
Chat confirming that it was the map and compass that we saw above in the tower.
Good damage boost on Narwhal's side.
Yeah, that was real smooth. And we got Moldorm just being a little shy, hiding over the other side.
But a good clean kill.
Yep.
2 spins.
Let's see. So we're looking at for go mode. We need our flute. We need our fire rod. And
Antissim leaving Hera basement. I mean, nobody ever wants to do it. It makes sense.
Yeah,
it's just,
right.
It's
well,
one of those things you never know.
Yeah, it's one of those two where he's got so many other checks that are still in logic that yeah, it's not a good it's not a good feeling either way. Yeah, hookshot is technically required to logically beat the seed.
I do know that Narwhal, while not perfect, can hover.
Yeah,
they have hovered the Moldorm gap before.
Yeah, I think I imagine Narwhal is probably looking at the seed, thinking like Narwhal would prefer for Flippers to not show up, to be like buried in TR or something like that.
Right. Well, it can't be TR because you need TR.
That's true. But yeah, somewhere not great. But actually, I guess at this point, with what's left, in pod, deep in the back of pod would be the best place for
Deep in the back of pod, probably, yeah. Can't be an ice palace because you need flippers for ice
and mitts
and mitts. True, right? Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gotta be. Could be desert.
Yeah. Desert wouldn't be too bad.
Oh nope, never mind. They are.
There they are. All right, so we, yeah, we know Antissim probably is going to go do these flipper checks now. Would be my guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a race.
Oh, don't forget to mark Narwhal having beaten Eastern Palace, though.
Thank you. Keep me honest.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know Hawk had mentioned it at the beginning. I'm also not familiar with Antissim. So I will be. Oh, that quake might be needed. Yeah, so I'm not aware if Antissim knows how to hover or not. Yeah, Antissim will get the benefit of not double dipping Zora area. Just the absolutely loaded loaded flipper checks here. And unfortunately for Narwhal, most likely will have to double dip the mountain, like Antissim will, with the placement of the mitt. Narwhal looking to set up for the hammer yump, and decides to, it's been enough time, and just moves on. Antissim getting the knowledge of the mitts, and gets a little hop in his step, it looks like there. See, so with that, with the mitts and the flippers, not necessarily in logic, but Ice Palace is going to be fully clearable with the Icebreaker. But possibly could be hookshot locked. But I was calming a race yesterday where I attempted to discern the key logic of Ice Palace and I failed. So I'm not even going to try today. And Antissim heading straight over to the pod eastern area. And Narwhal heading back to finish out Helmasaur King and wrap up the pod eastern area for them.
Floating Island was Red Boomerang.
Glad one of us was paying attention. So as we seeing a little. I mean, we'll get a fresh check with Helmasaur King, but Antissim covering things we saw Narwhal do already. I imagine Narwhal probably heads up to the mountain. I think Narwhal can discern that that the mountain is probably gonna have the progression, probably the flippers after this. But I bet Narwhal will most likely not do Tower of Hera. I think might do the front 2 checks, but
yeah, it'll be interesting. They, without the hook shot, they're to get to the east mountain. They're going to require to go past it.
Yeah.
You know, are you thinking you pop in, see what those, and then you just get the 2 keys? So where do you go from there?
Yeah, I would pop in and do the first 2 checks and then pop out and see what's on the other side of the mountain. If I need to come back, I can do that. That would be my thoughts on it. And the 1 silver arrow right to the forehead of Helmasaur King finishes out that boss and gives Narwhal a 3rd crystal for a heart container. And Narwhal running out. This
gonna finish up Pyramid Catfish, I imagine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this looks like heading to Catfish. I firmly believe Catfish is the worst check in the game, and I would not be going there right now. Probably to my detriment.
Maybe. You still need Flute. You got to do Mire, right?
Right.
Book might not be needed for Desert, but
that is very true, and that would be my hope, even if I didn't know if it was Book. I just never want to see Book. Oh, just doing Pyramid and the save and quit.
Okay. There is a chance you route in Catfish with North Darkworld checks. It is possible. I have done it that way in the past.
Yep. I think kind of the 2 options are let's see. I didn't even look to see what our red crystals were. It looks like Misery Mire and Skull Woods. Yeah, I mean it could be possible. Routed in with those. I wouldn't count on it. And to answer chat, Book is on Catfish. Antissim went up to do Catfish pretty early on in his first trip to the Dark World. I know. Who needs to read? What has Reed never done for Link? And we have Antissim heading to go kill Helmasaur King. I don't believe Antissim had did the rest of the back. I believe just did the front and went to Helmasaur King.
I will take away their shovel and mail them.
I'm not too familiar with the sprite that Antissim is using, but I think the eyes might be the thing that changes color with that sprite. It looks similar to the Darkling sprite. I know that's how that one works. Oh, looks like it must have been a poke with that first attempt at the spin. So I believe it's a spin and a slash.
Second crystal for Antissim.
Yep. All right, so Narwhal does go in, finds the big key into Hera. We'll see what they decide after finding the small key. Yep, I like that decision. Just get out of there. Nobody needs to climb a tower.
Though not that it matters. They don't have book. I was like, they haven't checked tablet yet, but they don't have book. So good, actually saving them some time.
Yeah, I was. That's what I thought with Antissim. Had not quite done the back yet. Which that's a fine play as long as you have two keys coming out of the Bowlock side, two small keys and the big key. Definitely, you're fine just to head to Helma. And I would say the preferred route if you don't have mirror. Narwhal heading over here to the top bottom or the middle bottom of Paradox Cave.
Ooh, top bottom. That was a I like that. All kinds of top bottoms. All right, Narwhal getting into their loaded Paradox Cave.
And I don't even remember what was in here other than the flippers.
Ether also.
That's right. And mushroom. Okay, yeah, ether and mushroom flippers.
Which I believe Antissim did do mushroom check.
Yeah, mushroom was Quake. And
correct.
Save and quit by Narwhal. Gonna go get that glove and get the mitts, and I imagine at that point probably head to ice. Getting some slim pickings here. Not actually. Oh no! You know what Narwhal's going to do? Narwhal's going to do the North Dark World checks into Zora
into Catfish.
Area.
I think that's a good idea because you can grab all the mirror checks you can do. They have not done front of skull either. Not that we know that all the items are in the back, but my assumption is front of skull, check ledge, graveyard ledge, King's Tomb, Catfish, and then grab your mitts.
Yep. Yeah, I had forgotten that Narwhal hadn't quite done the front of skull yet. Yeah, because mitts right now, they'll unlock Ice Palace as a crystal for us.
Correct.
But
I think that's it though.
Yeah, they'll open access to DR.
True, that's right.
Yeah, I could see Antissim having that book might think about doing Desert or Ice Palace before heading back up to the mountain. Or we'll do both. My guess we'll do both Desert and Ice Palace before heading back up to the mountain. And I think we'll with following these North Dark World checks by Narwhal here will be pretty similar.
Oh, I missed that. So there was one item in the front of Skullwoods.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Narwhal actually didn't check Lumberjack. It was Antissim that did, but I think we can assume it's a heart piece for that very reason that as soon as Antissim had access, it didn't go and get it. And Narwhal will get the check in right now, though. Pendants. Pendants are TR, Tower of Hera, and Swamp Palace. It is possible that it could be Flute. Because we are, I mean, could be, could be Flute. Actually, is the only thing that we need that it could be. We are Flute, Hookshot, and Fire Rod from Go mode. And I still think that Narwhal's probably hoping that hook shot is nowhere nice. I bet like you said, Narwhal has hovered before and might be hoping to do it here.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's even if you can hover, do you want a hover seat, or hookshot just makes so much of the game so much nicer, even if you can hover.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does. And there, Narwhal did do a mirror bonk. It is always good to set your mirror off to the side slightly, or actually close to the bottom when you're doing that check. If you don't want to, or if you that way so you don't bonk. And Antissim finishes out Eastern for his third crystal. We are tied up on crystals again, and running out. I'm not quite sure where he's planning on going.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe check the man under the Ice Palace. Okay.
I think save and quit to Link's house would have been faster.
I think I concur with that, but I mean, going to do Hobo, I think either way, save and quit to Link's house is probably faster than that. But yeah, do Hobo and then probably into Ice Palace. And Narwhal getting their Quake. Letting go a B to buy a blue goo. Alright, so we got Narwhal heading off to do Catfish and get the mitts that they had knowledge about for quite a while now. And we're gonna get some whole new checks here from Antissim as he heads into Ice Palace. Yeah, and I was just thinking, without that hook shot, we don't really have a lot of. There's actually not a lot of incentive to go up to the mountain unless you plan on going into TR right now. Which I don't know. I mean, that's a thing. We are getting lower on checks.
Right. I think the Ice Palace play here is right. You know, it's a crystal we need to beat anyways. We can clear it, get that out of the way, and then where are we gonna find that flute?
Yeah.
We do need Fire Rod, and Fire Rod and flute. That's it.
Fire Rod, flute, and hook shot.
And technically hook shot. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, we're three from go here. Looks like Narwhal is going to head to desert here.
Okay, yeah. They haven't checked the Ganon or the ledge yet. Mm-hmm. Actually, nobody has, so there's a good chance that maybe it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that alone puts you at more items over Ice Palace. So, Berna. All right. Well, Spike Caves in logic.
It was something blue.
I'm sure Keeves is happy to see that. For those that I don't know, Keebs and I are always in a debate over what's worse, Catfish or Spike Cave.
Don't worry, they're both terrible.
That is true, but one of them is worse. Alright, what do we got on the torch here? The big key, okay. I did see we got one item out of here. I'm guessing with all the skipping, Antissim probably found all 3 items?
By my count, yes.
Okay. And I take it, with nothing new on the tracker, it was nothing of importance.
Net. I added. They get the net. The tracker had crashed, so I had to reload.
Okay. We get our small key from the middle chest. I think that's a map of it in vanilla. As Antissim takes on Cold Stare, gets hit by a block after getting the initial spin off. Has 1 puff down, 2 puffs down. And the 3rd one goes down, and I missed what was happening on Narwhal's side there.
Nothing of importance, just 1 item, so they got a rupee, 20 rupees out of the right side of desert. Now head to the back to take on Landmo.
Yeah.
Okay, so didn't get anything out of Ice Palace. So what's your next move here?
Definitely go do desert. You got a clearable crystal. You go clear it. Yeah, check the floating island if you hadn't done that before. But yeah, I anticipate Antissim heading over here to where Narwhal's at. Oh well, no, I was thinking about it. Going back to Sanctuary.
I don't know. At this point, that looks like a
Smith chain.
Smith chain, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You could. It's not. You know, nobody ever likes doing it, but you got mitts. You get those.
Well, and also Antissim hasn't done Dig Game Stumpy or K45 yet,
correct.
So having the mirror is gonna, and also hasn't done powder. So it's the entire Smith chain is open for him. So yeah, okay, that is a lot of checks. I prefer prioritizing crystals, but it is a long run to get to desert. So, okay. I thought he was going to pick up the Smith first.
Yeah, me too.
This Narwhal takes on Landmo. Gets 2 of the silvers to land. And a quick 2 cycle.
Very nice.
To find just
50 rupees.
Yeah, just $50. All right. Well, I do think Narwhal head over to, well, go do Agina, and then we'll head over to do Ice Palace.
Right, but we know at this point that it'll get them their crystal. But then it comes down to, I think the next thing that opens something up is gonna be Flute. Fire Ride would just get you 1 check in the back of Skull, or well, 2 checks, but 1 item.
Yeah, and yeah, to answer chat, it does spit you out right next to desert, and also will let Antissim get Bombos tablet too. So it is. Oh yeah,
it's a very clean route.
Yeah, it definitely strings together a lot of checks. and we're, you know, with our knowledge, we're looking at progression is either going to be on Smith Chain here, or it's in either Super Bunny, for the bonkable chest and hookshot cave, or TR. I think is what we're getting down to.
Yeah, the one that always gets me is that you can actually get pretty deep in TR if the key layout's proper.
Yeah, you can
when you don't think you can.
You can make it all the way to Laser Bridge. There was it was a race in the Mentor tournament. That had Fire Rod in Mimic Cave. That was a gross one.
We have checked Ether Tablet, and it was nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Antissim will be checking Bombos here after dropping off the purple chest. So we've hit the hour mark here. Good time to remind everybody to give our runners a follow for putting on this great race for us here, as well as give my CoCom/tracker Hawk59 a follow, as well as our restreamer extraordinaire Mad Ewok Herd. But yeah, I think I know Hawk is always an entertaining stream.
Oh, thank you.
I could attest.
Thanks. Yeah, when I'm not getting too salty over ALTTPR. And you can catch lots of jank restreams now with Mr. Pants.
Yeah, I have discovered that people like watching other people race on my channel more than they like watching me. So
well, yeah, that makes
which is understandable. Oh, we're actually getting a shovel check too. I forgot about the shovel.
We gonna get vanilla? I was like, we getting vanilla flute?
Yeah, there Antissim leaves the chest. Yeah, you can leave it anywhere on that screen, and it doesn't matter. Narwhal getting their bug net for all their bug and fairy catching needs. We will get a new check here out of the purple chest. I mean, if this is flute, like a fluteless purple chest. Oh, it's the flute. That's so terrible. Nobody likes that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that's a good find.
Yep. All right, Antissim looking for Fire Rod.
Yeah.
And probably
Fire Rod and Hookshot. Yeah. I think I have a feeling into. Again, I don't know if Antissim can hover or not, but probably is hoping to find both of them in short order. But I mean, realistically, Hookshot can be in GT, so it can be anywhere other than 3 checks in Hookshot Cave and the back of Swamp. Alright, Antissim, as expected, rushing right to activate that because we'll be able to flute straight back to desert. So yeah, we'll have an interesting one for Narwhal here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of density anywhere left for Narwhal.
No, I think the densest set would be Smith Chain.
Yeah,
the question is, do you want to, some people just will hard avoid it because it's frustratingly long.
Yeah, and it is only yeah, well, Narwhal doesn't have many checks left. Narwhal's basically at gonna be at Smith Chain or going back up the mountain for 3 guaranteed checks, or 4 guaranteed checks, possibly more, if depending on TRs. key layout. But Narwhal, given the puffs what for, and finishes them off. Yeah, there's no doubt about it that Antissim had a really clean route over that, and is going to get a check the Meyer area. Doesn't really need to know what the medallion is for Meyer, but we get Ice Palace defeated to tie us up for crystals again. Well, not quite tie us up because Antissim hasn't done Desert Palace yet, so we are at 4 to 5 in the crystal count. And I think with this save and quit, though, Narwhal is probably going to do Smith Chain. So
that's what it looks like. That's good for them.
Yeah, it's good for all the viewers too. We're going to maintain a nice close race. This has not really swayed too far one way or the other for the 65 minutes we've been watching them here.
No, it's been a good race. They have been pretty much neck and neck. You would say that, you know, Narwhal's got the lead on crystals, but with that flute, it does give Antissim, you know, the slight advantage. But Narwhal will probably be getting their flute maybe a little bit after Antissim finishes Desert.
Yeah, it'll be pretty close. Narwhal will be able to actually run with the chest as soon as, like, they can leave it here and just sprint. So they won't have to do any of the other checks along the way. And Antissim forgot to pick up a key from the middle chest. Narwhal has not done shovel. Might drag the chest over there to do that.
Right. Yeah. Shovel's one of those weird ones where it is on the way, but I might leave it because you can dash over to it from a save and quit from Link's house pretty quickly also. But we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, I would hedge my bets with the save and quit from Link's house.
Right. But looks like they are not listening to us, and they are taking a chance to go do Shovel Spot.
Yeah. As we have Antissim heading to the back here. Yeah, I think we'll probably see Antissim get into Meyer here about when Narwhal is activating that flute. I hate seeing it there. I just hate seeing that flute there.
Yeah, it's bad.
And Narwhal remembering to go check Bombo's tablet still.
Antissim going for spins instead of the silvers.
Yeah, tried to start off with silvers, but missed a couple of shots, and then looks like moved to the spins. The spins aren't too bad, just 2 spins per worm.
I know I can get frustrated when you don't hit it the first time, and
yeah, if you miss it from that initial setup, it is a little it can be a little frustrating, especially with how much lag those things put out. And finished up with Desert Palace. Now we are tied up at with our crystal count at 5.
Fire Rod's probably just in Meyer, right? That's what you're hoping.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be because I can't hover. So.
Well, that's yeah, same. Hookshot in Meyer. And then we can all enjoy a nice, left side swamp Fire Rod.
Yeah. That's a gross thought, Huck. That is a very gross thought.
When I'm racing, I want things to be smooth and easy. When I'm calming, I don't mind when things are a little gross.
I never wish anything upon any racer that I don't want in my own seed.
Oh, well, that's kind of you. I want pain.
Yeah, I can tell.
No, kidding.
You're over there like Clubber Leg. What's your prediction?
Right. Ooh, Fire Rod on green pendant.
Yeah, no
That
thanks.
Would be, ouch.
No thanks. Yeah, so Antissim getting a little bit of time save here for being able to essentially single dip the area. Having found the flute before doing desert. And yeah, I mean, we can probably say like about a minute and a half lead currently. I mean, we we're at the point where progression's got to be here. It's got to be in got to be up on the mountain.
Ooh, we might get a lovely lamp cutscene chest.
Oh boy. All right, we have Antissim doing the heavy labor, pushing the blocks, but has the game knowledge to know that there's enough time that you can push them and light them without having to go between the zones here. And we'll see what we get on cutscene chest. I have not been counting items. I am not positive what if we have found one or not yet. But we have just a compass there. That's gross. Let's see if Narwhal decides to go check the bridge chest first. This is the route I prefer if I don't find a small key there. I like to come out here and give this one a check, and then I get to decide if I want to go do cutscene or go do the other chest. But there's one item, and now Narwhal is going to do cutscene. The name of the other check I cannot say on SpeedGaming 2. And we just had Antissim get the big key out of the I don't know, the spiky chest for the hook shot. Okay, I bet Antissim is
hook shot in Meyer.
Yep, the hook shot in Meyer. Antissim's probably breathing a little sigh of relief with that one. And we have found both items in here. With the heart piece was in on the lobby chest. Yeah, I think. I mean, at this point, you have swamp or the mountain. Are kind of your two options.
I think your density is up on the mountain. I think that's the where I would go. But that means that it's probably in swamp.
I mean, we're at the point where yeah, it's a 50-50. You got six checks in swamp, fully accessible, and you have what's that? 6 plus possibility of TR up on the mountain. I'd probably make the gamble for the mountain myself, but I could see someone wanting. Well, actually, it's 7 items in swamp because you have the green pendant. Antissim hearing the beeps, but is able to move through that room just fine. And should be able to bunny the anti-fairy, or not bunny, but powder the anti-fairy up here. And Narwhal found their hook shot and heads to the back to do the easiest vitreous kill you're ever gonna have.
You almost jinxed them there.
I had total faith. Total faith. All right, and Antissim collects the Meyer crystal and has his 6th crystal. We are on an honest fire rod hunt.
You also got the oh no, you don't. Swamp is the other red crystal, or Skullwood's the other red crystal. I was like,
Yeah.
check Pyramid Fairy, but that's out. So
yeah,
okay.
And Antissim heading up to the mountain. Like I said, I think this is the play I would have made. Essentially, you can cross this off, and hopefully you do it in short order because hopefully its TR is just locked. And Narwhal moving in for their fight with Vitreous. And gets the last one and manages to hold the 0 cycle.
Nice.
I didn't check the time when Antissim finished Vitreous, but I don't imagine it was more than 2 minutes. So
no, it's actually, I believe, slightly less than maybe even almost just over a minute.
Yeah. All right. Bombos is our medallion for TR. Not that it matters. And Narwhal mirrors and pulls out that flute. We're at a very close race right now. Narwhal also heading up to the mountain. We're within a minute or so.
It is definitely within the realm of GT routing and just pure execution. Depending on, any mistakes being made by either runner could change the game.
Oh yeah, and I realized too, Narwhal hasn't found any items out of Hera, so this is even more incentive for them to come up here.
Right.
So it will be given if the fire rod's not well, it clearly wasn't in Hookshot Cave, but if it's not in Super Bunny or not in TR, and not in Super Bunny. All right. I imagine Narwhal will give a little bit of time back there.
Antissim still could. I mean, it could be Hera basement.
That is true.
They did not check Hera basement.
Yeah. Narwhal did not open TR though. I don't think.
They did not.
So that tells me Narwhal is not anticipating going in there.
Well, we'll find out right here, right?
Oh, it can go deeper.
Yep.
All right.
Antissim did not do Hera Basement.
Yeah, not yet. All right. Is this going to be a key? No, locked out though.
Okay, so not in TR. Oh, we also do still have Spike Cave.
Yeah, we do have Spike Cave. Yep, that Burna. Well, it's in logic for Narwhal. Antissim will be able to do it though. Oh, Narwhal also had the ether tablet to check too. So a lot more checks up here for Narwhal than Antissim had. Well, a lot more. Two more. So. Oh, Antissim did grab Blue Cane. Okay, yeah, I got that off at Desert Ledge.
All right, must have missed that one, but thanks, chat.
Yeah, thanks for keeping us honest. There, now we got it on the sink. Oh no!
That's bad.
Yeah, that's I think at that point, gonna go back up and give it another go. Okay. Well, we'll see what's in the basement here.
Nope, they're gonna move on.
Yeah, I'm kind of with that move. But what's in the basement? It is nothing. So Narwhal is heading to.
Where is Narwhal going? I would also head to Swamp at this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what Narwhal.
So Narwhal's probably checking Ped because they don't know TR is Fire Rod locked.
Yeah, but it can't be on Ped because I think Narwhal didn't do all these checks.
They didn't do the rest
Okay,
of Skullwoods.
yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, it can't. They should know it can't be on Ped because of TR though. So yeah, okay. So doing
that's
the
true.
rest.
That's true. Yep. I even called you on that earlier. Not Spike Cave, so it's got to be Swamp, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It has to be Swamp. I think at this point. Yeah. So yeah, Narwhal's gonna mirror out, probably check the big chest here, and then head to Swamp, and we'll try to get a time here heading into Swamp. Yeah, I think do a save and quit to Link's house. Yeah, I think in Antissim's case, with what was left on the mountain, I think I would have probably preferred Swamp. I think leaving Hera Basement after I've already skipped it. But with Narwhal having not done the top of Hera, and having not done Ether,
yeah,
I think. But Narwhal heading back up to the mountain.
Right. I actually think that you with the well, is that where they're going? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if maybe they were going to do Spike Cave, but yeah, I think that with the the soft lock in Hera, you probably at that point. I mean, if it's in Hera, then you just lose, right? You just make that call.
Yeah, that's how I would play it. I would be like, all right, well you know, this wasn't meant for me today, but
I think that might be what they're doing. Oh no, they're resetting. Okay.
there it is. Got it that time. And we have a raid from SpeedGaming coming in with a party of 8. Thank you,
Gaming.
Keebs.
Woo! And we're gonna get a specky clip here.
Yep. There's the first specky clip I got to witness in competition.
Oh, very nice, very nice. We will say Keebs coming in from were they restreaming a mentor tournament race?
Yes, yeah. I can't remember who was running it. It was
and
Commodore Canada actually, and Simple Clips.
Simple Clips, okay.
Don't spoil it for us, Keebs. All right, we have Antissim heading through swamp, going straight to the back. It looks like Antissim did grab that key from the front. I actually watched a timing on this recently. It's only a time save to grab that key if you plan on doing
left side
swamp when you come back in. If you want to do left side swamp your first trip in, then it's better off to just do left side swamp the normal way.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it was DDR Kirby fan. I believe posted that he runs he does stuff on his YouTube for I think he calls it bite-sized rando, little strategies and timings to help out rando players. So give a shout out to him because I know he's been doing a lot to help out our community and help people get better. But we got Antissim here fighting Argus. Getting all the little puffs taken care of. 2 spins, and that'll be it for, what is it? Gonna be the fire rod and the useless green pendant. At this point, yeah, at that point, just save and quit. Alright, so at about 127, Antissim is in go mode. Just has to go finish Skull Woods. At about that same time, Narwhal finished up Tower of Hera to nothing but disappointment and is going to Keebs' favorite check in the game, Spike Cave.
That's good. It was nice of Keebs to raid so that we could provide this Spike Cave check for them.
I mean, I figured that's exactly why he came. And like most things that happen in Spike Cave, it's disappointment and sadness. So Narwhal gonna now head off to Swamp Palace here.
I would imagine Swamp.
Yeah.
There's not much left.
As Antissim, I would hazard nothing left in not even just in lot. Well, I guess it's TR. There is the possibility of TR for Narwhal, but yeah.
Yeah, Narwhal still didn't do TR, didn't dip it, so didn't realize that it was fire rod locked anyways.
Yeah.
And we'll see if they also make the correct choice to go straight to the back.
If you are 1 item from go, you should always go straight to the back.
Well, I mean, Sure, that's the right thing to do, but not everybody does that.
If you don't,
Cough,
now,
cough.
now you can change that. That's an Angry Pants certified tip right there. If you're one item from your goal, always go to the
fancy.
back. I know. All right, we got Antissim going into Moth. Is 8 fire rod shots or 4 slashes with your tempered sword, and it I believe still in this one tempered sword spins do no damage in the randomizer. And gets red mail there, just a little bonus to head up to Ganon's tower. All right, Narwhal leaving the key. And just doesn't quite get it. I did hear the Specky clip does have some sub-pixel shenanigans that go along with it. But it's not working for them.
That's the first time I haven't seen it. Huh. Anyways, looks like there are people putting numbers in chats because they want to play the GT Big Key guessing game.
Is that still a thing? All right, I can count. All right.
The chat wants it, and we are here merely as vessels to give chat what they want.
All right. I am a vessel for chat, so fill me with your numbers. And it looks like Killer App chiming in that Narwhal was going into the bomb too early. Narwhal given the U-turn chest a check for that big key.
Some chatters with a very vicious 22.
Right.
And see Narwhal doing left side.
Narwhal doing the left side. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a gamble. I would have to imagine after getting stuck in Hera, you're feeling a little behind with that. So, and also not being able to get the Specky clip to happen.
Right.
It's going to
that's
make
a little tilting. All that combined.
Yeah. All right, so we are in here, Hope Room. We got our Riot Shield for 1, a Red Rupee for 2, with a mirror to head over to the left side. On the torch, we find a key for check number 3. As Antissim heads to Stalfos Room. Alright, for check number 4 is another small key. Check number 5 is a couple of bombs. Check number 6 is our ever-useful map, and check number 7 is another small key. About to head into the Firebar room for check number 8. And for our fourth small key locked key. Fun fact, that door, or that check is locked behind all 4 keys. Do with that information what you will. Excuse me. I believe we've done 8 checks now.
Correct. This will be number 9.
Alright, number 9 is just more bombs. As the Narwhal makes their way through the back here. And Antissim heading into Rando Room. Alright, 10 is a bunch of money, 11 is more money, and 12 is the big key.
12!
And we get a fluff for more money. Who was the first?
JT Sisme.
Alright. Congratulations, JT. You have won the game.
1 million fake internet points, and Mr. Angry Pants' undying love.
Yes. And don't be surprised if I just show up at your house and randomly start sobbing while I watch Deadliest Catch on my phone.
There you go. Yep, because that's what true love is.
Alright, as Antissim starts to climb, makes it through the first 2 mimic rooms. And Narwhal hits go mode at 1:35:24-ish, fighting the Fire Rod on what's that boss's name? Argus.
Argus.
There we go. Antissim entering the gauntlet, making some quick work of all these enemies, and showing off that the Riot Shield does have some uses.
Besides just looking cool.
I was going to say, besides completely hiding your awesome
Link's,
sprite.
Yeah, Link's awesome sprite.
Alright, finishes out, what was that, Gauntlet 3, I think? Into Gauntlet 4.
Sure, I don't.
I think there's 5 Gauntlet rooms. I think I'm counting
sure.
right.
Uh-huh. I thought I see the whole thing in the gauntlet, so I don't even know what's what.
Yeah, I think it's after the Ganon Bridge until Landmow.
Interesting.
Are called the Gauntlet.
Wonder
going
if,
with spin strings?
Well, I wonder if they did that. I had only recently learned that if you powder that bunny beam, you can mess up the timing on Landmow's spawn.
Yeah, it's actually the length of time you stay in that room is what determines it. So the longer you stay in the room, the closer together they'll spawn when you finally go in. So it's actually if you stay in essentially for as long as Antissim did, you get them to spawn right at the same time, so you can do a spin with the gold sword or tempered sword and get them really close to death from the get-go.
Well, there we go. See everybody, this is now you all know.
And did you see that Mothula kill by Narwhal?
Very nice, very cool.
Only 2 spikes disappearing. That was a smooth, sexy kill right there.
Got that NMG practice.
Yep, I do know Narwhal has been putting in some NMG time, so showing off there. And we have Antissim here, nearing the top of Ganon's tower. Still fluffing for stuff. Half magic wouldn't be terrible.
I was saying that's pretty much the only thing you're looking for, because we know where the other sword is.
Yeah, we know where the sword is. We've had silvers. The game was kind enough to put them right next to each other. I think Cape makes Ganon a little bit nicer, but I think half magic. Oh, got a poke there on Moldorm.
Yeah, I think their first one was a poke.
And have Narwhal climbing the mountain for the last time, heading to GT. There's the
And a couple some angry slashes.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That was a couple of knocks. Oh, and there's the cape.
There's the cape.
All right. Yeah, the one benefit of the cape over Burna, and not just the lag, but you can actually spin. You can do sword spins with the cape, and you can't do that with Burna. So, so yeah, it is the preferred invulnerability item.
Look at Aga being so nice with that perfect lineup.
That was a very nice lineup, and we have Narwhal entering Ganon's Tower at about right around 140, give or take.
Antissim with a 3-1-2.
Well, you know, apparently I wasn't the only one who was going to do some counting here, so. All right, we have you know, we're pretty much loaded for bear for this Ganon fight. I'm pretty sure Antissim's got a couple of potions. We have silvers. We got tempered sword. We got a cape. We have red mail.
But do you have a delicious whole grain breakfast?
I do not know. Missed a spin there just slightly, but in a good spot. Look at that, gets the last couple hits in for phase 1 to start phase 2, and we'll one cycle this phase 2. Just face tanks his way out of those bats. On to phase 3 for Antissim here. The Narwhal continuing to make their way through GT, working towards Rando Room where that big key is. Doesn't get the torch glitch, but let's face it, we don't need it. This looks like it might be a triple. Oh gosh, 2 Ganon hugs.
Oh man, that was close.
Yeah, that was close to a fall. Boy, yeah, just calm those nerves a little bit. Gets one shot there. Yeah, you don't have to worry about. And there's the double. Gets the double. All right.
All right. GG's in chat for Antissim.
Yeah, throw those GGs out there. That was quite the run with some not great item placement, and Antissim finishes first with a race time.gg time of 1:42.18, and that's right as Narwhal begins their climb. And I think we'll see at some point if Antissim will want to come in for an interview, or possibly wait till Narwhal finishes up this seed here. Narwhal making their way through Mimics 2 pretty cleanly there. And it looks like we have been joined by Antissim here. GG's Antissim on the win.
GG's.
Thank
you. Those bows were really annoying, I gotta say.
Yeah, little early divergences. Narwhal actually got those bows through fake flipper or through water walking rather. Out of logic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they did try to do the splash delete to get the miss, but we're not successful with that. So, but for the most part, little divergence because of the bows, but because of item placement, you guys came back together towards the end there.
Yeah,
but
that hook shot was basically last location. Same with the fire rod.
yeah,
I'm not sure what else I had left at that point.
Not much.
Fire rod for sure. I mean, you had left side swamp and green pendant. I think were it. If I was counting, I mean, it was all in Swamp Palace for you.
I chose to go up the mountain after getting hook shot because I was like, either TR is gonna lock me out, and then I've still got Hera basement left too, instead of going to swamp. So that was why I made that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it didn't work out. Well.
Yeah, you had both made the same decision, and you had a slight lead. Narwhal ran into a little bit of trouble trying to do the Hera pot, and had left a few other checks behind. So you had increased your lead at that point. By the time you made it to go into swamp.
Okay. It was actually a fun seed right up until that hook shot. Like, the bows were kind of annoying, but like, the only thing I'm glad I didn't go into pod before I got the bows, because that would have been a double dip.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than that, it was kind of like go here, go here, go here.
Yeah, you ended up. I don't think you had to double dip anything. You did go back into Hera to clear that out at the end, but other than that, everything was pretty smooth. We were joking about the terrible roughness of that flute. I definitely hate purple chest flute.
I don't hate it, because if it's purple chest flute, everyone's gonna have to do it, so it's like whatever at that point.
that is true. Very, very true. And you had a nice efficient route in doing cleaning up a lot of other checks on your way to do that purple chest. So it really bundling those checks together really saved you time and overall with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I for one am never a fan of flute or mirror on purple chest. Either one of those can just rot. I'm gonna last location those for sure.
One of the things I was worried about was flute was gonna be behind that book, but at that point, like, desert was just so far away. There were just better options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have Narwhal just finishing out Moldorm 2 and heading off to Aga 2. Yeah, have you had any, or do you have any other thoughts about the seed?
Nothing major. My execution could have been better at certain points for sure. Especially on Troll Dorm, I felt like twice on that guy.
We did see your angry slashes after you finally took him down, but it happens.
Yeah, and then nearly falling on phase 4 again, and that wasn't funny.
Yeah,
I lit the torch a little too late and didn't have anywhere to go, but luckily stayed on. So.
Yeah, that was there were a couple if you check back in the chat, there were a couple of people who were fanning themselves at the 2 hugs and almost falling off.
Yeah, luckily there was plenty of health to seed and red mail too in the end with, so that wasn't really too much of a problem. The hugs at least.
Yeah, we have Narwhal falling in to Ganon here. Misses the trident spin there to get the double spin, but gets a couple there and gets this nice placement up top, and is able to get into phase 2 before he throws the trident, and hook shots right out of there. So A pretty solid 2-1 for the first 2 phases.
Good spot's really nice up top, so.
Yeah, that one. If you're able to get Ganon in phase 2 up there, it's always nice and cozy.
Also, the Resident Evil, that was great. You never see that.
Oh, Narwhal firing that fire rod shot just a little too early. Was trying to catch Ganon in the middle of the room. Oh no! Takes a fall. But it looks like Narwhal's running out. Gonna finish this one out. For those that don't know, the Ganon will knock you in the opposite direction that you are holding. So, so at that point where Narwhal was holding down, a hit and knocked upwards. So
now that knocks you as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And we will have a different teleport pattern this time around. Able to keep it to a 2-cycle phase 1, and doesn't quite get the 2-cycle or the 1-cycle for phase 2. Playing it a little safe here. Get one more hit in. And I was not counting the hits so far, but I believe should be there by now after that spin. There we go. Back into phase 3. And Ganon can stop teleporting at any time now. One more hit to get him into phase 4, and there we go. Oh, bad teleport pattern that time. Just need 2 more arrow shots. Don't believe we'll get... he'll get a second shot. Oh, didn't quite. Got hit by that fire bat and didn't quite make it happen. And there's the final shot for NiobiumNarwhal, killing Ganon and getting ready to cross the bridge. Alright, go ahead and put your GGs in chat as NiobiumNarwhal crosses the bridge with a race time, GG time, of 1:52.35. Coming in second in this Kaz Boots tournament. I'm sorry. That's some fitting text for the for the seed. Coming in second in this group race for the Kaz Boots tournament. And we'll see if Narwhal would like to join us in here for a little post-race interview. While we're waiting for that, Antissim, since you're still here, was this your first race for the Kaz Boots tournament?
It is. It is my first race. I've got another one tomorrow versus Malxanthalos, and then third one's against Crom on Sunday.
Okay. What time do you happen to know the times off the top of your head? We can plug those if anyone cares to.
I do not right now. I know they're like midday-ish because they're both
Okay.
in the European time zone. So
I got you. Well, I believe there's been links to the Cas Boots. I think there's been links to the Cas Boots tournament, and the schedule is on the Discord.
And I just dropped the SpeedGaming schedule for the 2023 Cas Boots tournament schedule, and then all of the other upcoming SpeedGaming events.
And I'll give another shout out to give our runners a follow. Both NiobiumNarwhal and Antissim. They put on a great show for us with some really gross item placements, and also give the tracker and commentator Hawk59 a follow. He did a fantastic job keeping me honest.
Well, I will also thank my co-com, Mr. Angry Pants, with many a knowledge bomb dropped during this race.
Well, I do not see a Narwhal coming in, but I will leave it up to our restreamer if they want us to wrap it up here or not.